So, do you think he killed your devil?
I can't even creep up on you anymore. I don't know. I don't think he's gone. I still feel something of him around us, even in this place. And it doesn't make any sense. Because we know the lockout worked. I mean, we're trapped here. But tonight, I don't know, it feels different.
Do you think that's because of what day it is?
Oh. Yeah, that would make more sense. A lot more. I guess it still pulls towards the other realms. I used to always think, sitting lakeside and looking into the augment, trying to find you back then, that it was something maybe of that world's power. I guess that's just selfish, thinking that only the midworld can pull to the other realms and that even this realm can't still call out on a day like today.
I know. Look around here, feel it. It's calm. It's less noisy than what it normally is.
Yeah, it's like the dead are chilled. It's like they can just look back into what they normally would get to see. Because there's a reason why the people wrote the stories they did, where we came from. The dead could walk into the world on this eve. And maybe this is the first time in God knows how long that they've been able to not reach that world. But habit's habit, I guess.
I guess that would make sense. I mean, it does make me wonder how long Boslin's gonna keep the lockout.
I don't know. I wonder a lot what Emmett's words were to her. I know he's gotta be gone, but I don't have any tools to even feel anything I created at all. It was all stripped away here. And I can't imagine her, with what I've known of Oz, going back on anything they made a deal of. And if I know Emmett, he probably asked for it to never be opened again. I know we planned, I think, 100 years or something like that when we were talking about all this. But there's no telling what he did at the end. He spent more time here than anyone.
Yeah, he did.
It's a hellish place.
That it is. I mean, I guess I'm just grateful that we were able to get all the Oakside residents out of here before all of it went down.
Oh my God. I can't imagine spending an eternity with them. They were so distorted. I know that Emmett said he was here for what felt like centuries, when it was only decades in our world, our old world. But I can't imagine. They were just so ready for that release when we let them go, and when I was able to channel them through into the life engine, it was rewarding, but it almost felt like they were so deteriorated. And I wonder, I don't know, is something like that going to become of us? It's scary to think that she doesn't open it back up. What becomes of us? She has to.
Oh, she's going to. It's just a matter of when she is. But hey, at least we're in this together.
That's true. That was the goal all along.
Yeah, it was.
Standing out here in the water every Halloween that I felt you passing, and just telling you it was all right, and just wondering if you could even understand. But I'm glad that you made it through the cycles, and I'm glad I'm here with you.
Me too.
What's next?
Right now. Just being together.
Yeah, at least we got our farm.
But there's no animals.
No. I think I can find a way to get some here.
If anyone can, you can.
Yeah, maybe.
Happy Halloween, my love.
Happy Halloween, darling. What's up, Scarred Ones? We hope you enjoyed our SireniTreat
Halloween special.
2020, baby. It was a little better this time since I wasn't just improv monologuing
In here all by yourself.
in here all by myself. Now you got to see what it's like to work without a script. Isn't that fun?
Oh, it's the best.
We should just improv a whole new show. What do you think? Okay, all right. Speaking of brand new shows, though, we do have a brand new podcast set in the wonderful Sirenicide universe called Hearing the Haunted. If you missed it, there was a trailer released for it earlier in this feed. You can go up. As you can see, we're in the ice format with all the uhs and ands and oohs. So
Enjoy that.
enjoy that. Hearing the Haunted is a lot more edited and a whole lot more put together and time spent on it. But yeah, it was enjoyable to revisit Molly and Johnny.
Yeah,
You know,
it was.
thinking about where the hell they would be in 2020 after the lock was set. So if you're joining this podcast after hearing Hear the Haunted and you came and checked out the Sirenicide feed, definitely probably stop because there might be some spoilers here. Go start with episode 1, season 1.
Yes.
We'll wait. All right, anyway, so that's plenty of time to pause if you're in your car or whatever. So yeah, with the lockout happening at the end of season 4, I kind of wondered, what happens to Johnny and Molly? Are they just kind of trapped in Scary forever now? Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, we figure out that Johnny, I guess, reveals himself
Yeah.
to the little kid at the very end. But that's like, what, 50 years or 60, or no, like 30 years from this point.
Yeah.
About 30 years from the point of 2020. So anyway, because I think Matthew
So he was
finished
like 60 or in his
Joey
60s.
Trauma said he'd be in his 60s. But yeah, that was fun. That was different. Yeah, it's a lot easier to improv. A lot of times I'm sitting here like, I'm with the devil. Blah, 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 blah. Like, what else do I talk about now? At least that's something to bounce it off of somebody. But yeah, check out Hearing the Haunted. We're going to be releasing pretty much every style of Sirenicide story, audio drama going forward on that channel. It's a separate feed from this one. I'm thinking about releasing the first episode of Hearing the Haunted in this feed just in case, just to get you guys to switch over and check it out. This feed is not going to be dead. We're obviously still going to do a couple ice episodes here and there here probably, and might, depending on funding and all that kind of stuff in the future, release some other stories on this feed that are not anthology. All the stories in Hearing the Haunted are encapsulated within their own episodes.
Yes.
In fact, if you don't listen to Sirenicide, you can still enjoy those episodes. However, for you lucky few that are up to date with your Sirenicide, there's plenty of Easter eggs in Hearing the Haunted.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, that call out to the storm and the acolytes and the dead realm and all that kind of stuff. So.
And then also, if any of you would like to try your hand at writing one of the stories, you can go to hearingthehaunted.com. And then there's a whole list of what to follow and that kind of stuff. And Johnny put together a really good thing of what you need to do and how to do it to get your story submitted.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really great submissions, and we got a ton of stories packed away already, ready to go for this. It's been really fun. Our big thing is we want to make sure that each episode of Hearing the Haunted is titled the story name. So there's no episode numbers, there's no season numbers. That way, if you ever Google search or trying to find the story on the website, it'll be easy. You just find the story by its name. You don't have to remember what season was that, what number was that. We're releasing
just the episodes or story per episode. So later in the future, again, if funding and more Patreon support and things like that, then we'll go to a week-to-week show. And then if it gets really good, we might do 2 a week, exclusive Patreon episodes. But no matter what, each episode will be its own story.
Yes.
You won't ever have to worry about, trying to remember which story was it, if there's 4 or 5 of them. And so all the episodes will always probably be under 30 minutes. I don't foresee any story going over 30 minutes. If it's going to be like an hour-long epic, I'm probably going to put it into the serialized canon and move it to this feed.
Yeah.
I would think. Who knows? I know last Halloween I talked about all these exciting things that were going to happen in 2020.
But then 2020 happened.
Yeah, and much like Molly and Johnny, it's just been purgatory watching the dead decay all around. It's been horrible. Everything's on hold. Everything's messed up. But yeah. So again, guys, thanks for, bearing with us through all of this and always being here on this feed and still subscribed and liked. And to all you new folks that have been listening over the past year since season 4 ended, thank you for coming aboard and joining. It surprises me every day still how much downloads the show still gets, and that warms my heart. So
it does.
Go check out the anthology feed. All of the support from the Scarred ones has transferred over to the Haunted ones. So the Scarred and Haunted Elite now support both shows.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So your dollar goes a long way now. It supports 2 complete other podcasts. So that's it. Happy Halloween, everybody. Hopefully you got to go out and do something fun, or maybe did a Zoom Halloween party, because, yeah.
2020.
Bye.
Bye.
All elements of Sirenicide are copyright 2020 by Atrium Dynamics, unless otherwise stated. Any duplication of this production without the secured written consent of Atrium Dynamics is strictly prohibited. Please visit Sirenicide.com for more details.